Thank you, Jordan. And as you heard from both Brad and Rick today, there are a number of technologies available for licensing from the university. And if you go to the Office of Research Commercialization and Development's website, you can follow links to overviews of some of those technologies. So for the entrepreneurs on the program today, it's really a great opportunity to get connected to the university, as well as some faculty and talent as well. So please take a look. And with that, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Devin Collins. I'm the Director of Ventureprise. And if you're not familiar with our organization, Ventureprise is the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center at UNC Charlotte. So aside from running this event today, we do a number of other programs for student, faculty, and community entrepreneurs who you will hear from in the next two panels. But in the following panel, you're going to hear about our Ventureprise launch NSF I-Corps program. And what's unique about this program is that it's a 6-week customer discovery and business model generation opportunity for entrepreneurs and technology leaders and researchers at the university to go out and understand what the customer problems are and how their solution might be able to solve some of those problems. So to date, we've had over 100 university technology teams go through the program. I think we're approaching about 160 at this point. And we've had over 100 community-based entrepreneurs go through this program as well. And we'll be kicking off another cohort this summer that'll start in May. So certainly if what you hear in the next couple panels sounds of interest and you're an entrepreneur, this is a great way to kind of get introduced to the university, as well as for some students and faculty that are on the program today. It's a great opportunity for you as well. So, with that, you're going to hear in our next panel from 3 entrepreneurs that have been both through our National Science Foundation I-Corps site at UNC Charlotte, as well as the very prestigious national program. So in the national program, these 3 teams have done over 100 customer interviews to date. So they've really gone out, talked to customers, and now have begun to understand the business model that they're beginning to form their companies around. So if you're on this presentation and you hear something or you have an experience that you might be able to bring to one of these teams, please consider sticking around for the Q&A session afterwards, as well as reaching out to us, and we can connect you to the faculty and students that you're about to hear from. So with that, I am going to kick it over to Dr. Chengdi Wu, who will tell you a little bit about his company.
Today, I would like to talk about our project, which is an air depulting system that can reduce indoor and outdoor air pollutants and thus potentially improve people's health. So this is a passive system, meaning that it does not require any power to operate. We attended the National I-Corps program with this project in the summer of 2020. Here's our team. Keki and Dante are the entrepreneurial lead, myself as the technical lead, and Thomas from Little Architecture Consulting Firm as our mentor. Just to provide the background for this project, here is a real-time map showing the outdoor air quality. We can see that the particulate matter in the air is quite high in most big cities. It looks particularly high along the West Coast in this image because it is rush hour for the West Coast when I capture this image. The particulate matter in the air can be mostly attributed to fossil fuel combustion, such as exhaust gases from vehicles. This graph shows the result of a study published by the EPA showing the indoor VOC concentrations. As you can see, all buildings contain certain level of indoor VOCs, and some of the VOCs are carcinogenic. The goal of our project is to find a sustainable way to remove these pollutants from the air. These images show a bit more details about the technology of our project. So first, we coat the titanium dioxide on the surface of the buildings. And when UV rays with a wavelength shorter than 385 nanometers hit the building surfaces, the titanium dioxide molecules gets activated and generate hydroxyl radical through photocatalysis using the moisture in the air. The hydroxyl radical are very reactive, and it can react with many chemicals in the air, such as nitrogen oxides or VOCs. This technology can be applied to either interior or exterior of the buildings. When applied to the exterior, the facade can turn the nitrogen oxides in the air into solid nitrate deposits, which can then be washed away with rain. So this can reduce the particulate matter concentration for the outdoor air. When applied to interior, the facade can break down VOCs into carbon dioxide and water molecules. Since the concentration of VOCs are usually very small, under 100 ppb, we can barely notice the increase of a CO2 level increase, in case you are concerned about the CO2 increase due to this conversion. So one pivotal moment in our project was that we started with promoting outdoor applications, which can reduce smog and clean the outdoor air. But now we are more focused on indoor applications. As we interview more and more people, it turns out that investors want the most bang out of their buck, obviously. So they would apply the interior to benefit the occupants in the building. We worked on small prototypes to understand the relationship between the air cleaning efficiency and some critical design parameters, such as surface area, UV ray radiation intensity, incident angle, and airflow speed like that. We're now planning to conduct experiments to benchmark the performance of our system. We have an airtight chamber built with various gas sensors and a data logger in it. As the UV light turns on, we can monitor the reduction rate of the harmful gases in the chamber. I hope this can provide a bit of benchmark for the air cleaning efficiency of our system. So when I interview those potential customers later, I can talk about the performance, and they'll have a bit better idea what they are paying for. So for the next step, we're looking for partners that can work with us to perform titanium dioxide coating. Could be national labs or private companies. Also, for the next stage funding, we're planning to apply for SBIR or STTR from the National Science Foundation. So this is a very brief introduction to our project and our future plans. Thank you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Kyung-hee Kim, an associate professor of architecture and director of the Integrated Design Research Lab at the School of Architecture at the UNC Charlotte. I'm also a founder and CEO of a university spin-off, EcoClosure, that focuses on the development of the microalgae window technology. I've been working on this technology since 2011 because the microalgae, which is a single cell organism living in aquatic environments, has a superior photosynthesis performance that somehow can benefit to reduce building energy consumption and also improve the indoor air quality. So I have been fortunate to receive institutional and the federal research grants to carry out the foundational research as well as the proof of concept, including the venture prize from the UNC Charlotte and also NSF I-Corps program and also the NSF, the STTR Phase 1 award. So the application of this technology is that, as you may know, low-performing commercial windows are responsible for, big amount of energy loss and also the pollutant emissions. So we'd like to somehow retrofit the low-performing window with this microalgae window technology as an add-on to the existing window, like office blinds. So this is a snapshot of the constructability of the microalgae systems for the window applications. And again, it can be added onto the existing window from the inside and provide the energy efficiency benefits and improve the indoor air quality. So we carried out the full-scale mock-up in the scrub architecture, and this is the mock-up that we test out, the filling up the microalgae into the system. So the idea of this typology or design is interlocking different layers to grow different species of microalgae that can turn into different bioproducts at the end of its life cycle and allow people to look out. And also when the sun is very harsh during summer, it grows fast to provide the shading for the building such that we can reduce the cooling load. And during the winter time, it can grow slower such that we can maximize the winter sun penetration and reduce the cooling heating load. So the images on the right-hand side give us also visual feedback of the microalgae growth. And also how much the microalgae has been reducing the CO2 that is generated by the occupants. So it is also give us interesting visual feedback loop to the users of its performance. Again, this is around 12 feet wide by 8 foot tall. And then for the next step, what we are trying to do is that, first of all, I am trying to attract more external grants such that we can continue run the proof of concept activities. And specifically during the NSF STTR phase 1 period, we were able to prove the value propositions of the energy efficiency and also the improving indoor air quality from this technology. For the next round of the explorations, we like to figure out the cost-effective manufacturing process such that the unit price is much affordable and attractive to the early adopters, as well as getting the industry approved energy efficiency certificates authorized by the national lab, such that it endorse those like certificates endorse its performance, energy performance, and the operation of the system as well. So with that, I'd like to end my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
So yes, hi everyone. I'm Roshanek, the entrepreneurial lead of team ARC ASC, and our technology is a real-time, non-intrusive AI-powered health monitoring system. This is our team. I'm a PhD student at Infrastructures and Environmental Systems program in the College of Engineering, and Damien Honeycutt is a principal architect and our mentor of our team. Dr. Azarbajani is an associate professor at the School of Architecture. She's the PI of the I-Corps team, and our technical lead, also Dr. Tabhi, is an assistant professor at Electrical and Computer Engineering and also the technical lead of the team. So our technology was developed 2 years ago at Texar Lab at the School of Engineering. It had great potential as it could detect people's behavior in real time and non-intrusively. As you can see, people show on the camera as stick figures, so it's privacy preserving, and it can also be installed at far distance. We wanted to take this technology to the next level and see what important problems we can solve with these capabilities. By the beginning of the pandemic, we had started to think about the symptom detection capabilities that our technology has and how great it would be, especially for seniors. As you can see, by year 2040, we expect the number of citizens aged 65 and older to reach 80 million, and the healthcare system is not yet prepared to take care of this population. We also had the experience of 2 regional I-Corps programs, and our finding in those programs was increasing importance of health measures, especially for the US aging population. So in the national level, we had managed to conduct 120 interviews, and thanks to our great interviews, which these people are a number of them, we had managed to refine our customer segments based on the practical needs of people in the actual market. In the beginning of the program, we had several customer segments based on our assumptions, of course. So we had listed our initial customer segments as hospitals, office buildings, seniors, nursing homes, and insurance companies. Interestingly, although there were problems in the office buildings that could be solved with our technology, that was not much willingness to spend money on it by business owners. So we had to invalidate the segments. Also, we had found out that working with hospital needs strong IT infrastructure, so it was not feasible for us to focus on hospitals as our initial customer segment either, and other invalidated customer segments. But on the other hand, we were detecting lots of problems in the senior care facilities, which were mostly due to staff shortage, and our system could be very helpful as a second eye for the nurses. We had validated senior care facilities as one of our customer segments. In the process of our interviews, we had started to detect patterns, and interesting pattern, as we were talking to doctors, nurses, and researchers about the problems of seniors who were living alone. They were starting to talk about their own parents and their problems. They were mentioning that we are willing to purchase this product for our parents. This made us realize the importance of family members as our main customer segment. So we added family members as one of our main customer segments, and we were finally starting to learn about the product market fit by finding people who are willing to pay for our technology. And finally, our main customer segments are here by answering the question of who would pay for our device instead of who would need our device. We are still in the middle of our journey. We are going to apply for more fundings, explore our product market fit, and continue to talk to more people. Thanks to National I-Corps program, of course, and our helpful team. And thank you so much.